Hey, welcome to the Drep and Stone podcast, the podcast where two friends raise a glass and have a conversation. I'm Nick.
And I'm Kyle.
And we hope that everyone goes and grabs a drink and hangs out along with us.
Yeah, pour that iced tea up.
Or, you know, if you're feeling summery and you want a summer beverage, you can take some ice cubes.
And put that in your iced tea?
You could.
Oh, game changer.
No, listen. You put some ice cubes in a glass. You with me so far?
Yes.
You're building a perfect summer drink.
Okay.
All right. Then you're going to take your favorite...
Hose water?
Oh, that's too fancy. You're going to take your favorite bottle of something. It's going to sound like this.
Oh.
Yep. You're going to pour that over the ice, and that's it. You're done. You're good.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. That's nice. Sounds perfect.
I know. Because, you're going to get refreshed.
Sure.
You're going to get cooled off.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to get fancier, you could. Now, hear me out.
Yep.
You could take a San Pellegrino Limonata. You could crack that open.
Yeah.
Sounds like this.
Oh.
You could take your perfectly peated whiskey. You could meld those two things together.
Yep.
Delicious. I learned that from a good friend of the show. Yeah.
Then you could put your finger in it. Give it a little swirl.
And then put the hose water in. Chef's kiss.
Clean that off. No, that's just
Oh, okay. Just
getting all the liquid off your finger.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Delicious. Oh. You could also, if you'd like, you could get real fancy. You can make yourself a tiki drink because it's tiki drink season.
Yeah, for sure.
It really is. Or you know what? It's G&T season.
Those don't exist at the same time.
In my world,
When is it not?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah,
But I mean, if there's a
season.
season, if it's a season, like you can't have summer and fall at the same time. I mean, we do it in Florida, I guess, but
I mean, listen, it was raining in the front of my house, and it was clear and bright and sunny in the back of my house the other day. So, like, I don't know what you're talking about.
That's true.
Yeah.
Florida.
I mean, it's also margarita season.
Indeed.
Yeah, so there's 3 seasons happening right now.
Yeah.
What we're trying to say is just grab a drink and hang out with us.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. Whether it's hose water, because what?
Well, I mean, we've got a season that we're going to talk about.
We do. And that's summer blockbuster season.
Blockbuster season.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
So grab your hose water.
Get your drink.
And hang out
Bring it
with
inside.
us.
Bring that hose inside. Go ahead and turn the water on. Kink it.
Oh.
Don't just have that running
You
wildly,
that.
but like kink it, and then just every once in a while you need to,
Well,
and then you kink it back. Pro move.
yeah, I got you.
You know?
Well, I mean, the more proer move is you take your kiddie
Mower?
Proer.
Prower.
Your proer.
Yeah.
The more proer.
Power mower. Prower.
Correct. The more pro of the pro, the season pro move.
Gotcha.
Is you take your baby pool or your kiddie pool, the blow up one.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
Yeah. You put it
In the living room.
In the living room.
Yeah.
Right.
AC.
Exactly.
Right.
So you see where I'm going.
Oh, yeah. That water
you're,
gonna be chilly.
You're proer.
Yeah.
And then you get your king toes inside.
Yeah.
And then you're good.
Go to town.
Because
Just sit in the middle of that thing.
exactly.
Drinking your hose water. Delightful. Get you a couple ice cubes.
Ooh, it's chilly down there.
Chuck that in the kiddie pool. Oh, careful for the deep end.
There was a show, I think it's called Last Man on Earth or something like that. And I feel like it was Will Arnett. And maybe I'm mixing my wheels up. And he's like in a kiddie pool of tequila or something like that. Like, okay.
Go for it.
Well, I think it was like a margarita kiddie pool. It is, again, a season.
Yeah. For every season.
Speaking of which, Kyle, let's just jump right into it now that I guess we haven't jumped right into it.
Right.
I've got some drinks for us.
Well, let's drink them.
Yeah. Here's what I'm thinking. Because we're talking about summer blockbusters. We're just going to kind of, let's tell everybody what we're doing.
Okay.
We're going to run through the movies of the summer, talk about what we're excited about, what we don't know because we've never heard of it. And just kind of run through some movies. Yeah. But before we do that, we need a drink. Because we talked about drink.
That's what we do.
So I'm going to run outside. I'm going to grab some hose water. I'm going to bring it back in.
Yep. You need my glass.
No, I'm going to get a fresh one. Listen, we got to keep it classy around here.
Glencairn's with the hose water. I like it.
I don't know if I want to do that. I don't want to see what's floating in that. you just drink it from the hose so you don't know.
I'm fine with it.
All right. I'm going to be right back because I'm going to go grab the drink.
Okay. Trepidation.
You sound so disappointed.
No, I mean, not at all. Just, summer blockbuster movies. What would be perfect with that? Some shitty seltzer drink.
All right, Kyle, because it's summer and we're hanging out in our kiddie pool in my living room.
Yep.
I figured the best way to get into that summer mood is to sip on a Jim Beam Kentucky Cooler.
Here we go.
Yeah. These came out in March of this year, as far as I'm aware, and it's kind of Jim Beam's response to Jack Daniels. Let's be honest.
Sure.
And last year, around this time, we did the Jack Daniels Country Cocktails.
I do. Yeah, I do remember.
And since the Facebooks basically told me about these, I had to try them because I like Jim Beam. I like the Beam company as a whole, for the most part. And I want to try it.
Yep.
So here we go.
Here we go.
And I figure I'm going to make you try it with me. So there are 4 different kinds of these things.
Yep.
They are the Jim Beam Kentucky Coolers. They currently come in a mix pack. I don't know if you can find them individually, but this was actually kind of hard to find in our area. I don't know if they're just slowly making their way out.
Right.
But it feels like
Jim Beam, they're a small organization.
Yeah.
Can't really push things too hard.
I actually found it at a gas station.
Delicious. Gas station cocktails.
Because our local big, grocery store didn't have it.
All right.
But I figure like this screams summer.
There you go.
It's Kentucky
lemonade.
Coolers. It's lemonade. This was the sweet tea. This is just the first one I grabbed.
Oh, okay.
Here's some canned words for you. Crisp, cool, full of flavor. It is not a seltzer. It is a malt beverage. Natural fruit flavors, the perfect partner to a sunny afternoon. Sip chilled. Or in our case, a sunny afternoon outside, but we're in the kiddie pool inside.
Yeah, I didn't realize we were skinny dipping. I apologize for not.
For not skinny dipping? Because
I know. I can see. Like, I apologize for having my trunks on.
You can get comfy if you want.
I'm okay.
Well,
I mean, my suit's already wet. I don't want to have to throw it over your furniture or something.
Now I just feel weird.
Yeah.
Well, we are where we are.
It is fine.
Okay. I'm just making sure you're
comfortable. We'll settle in.
I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, stay comfortable.
Thank you. All right. This comes in at 5% ABV and only 120 calories. And you know that it's probably like sort of a health drink because it's in that slim can.
Yeah, I noticed that. Light colors,
Exactly.
Yeah, it's slimming.
Probably. Before I crack this open, what color do you expect it to be? Because it's a sweet tea flavored.
It's gonna look like an Arnold Palmer.
That or it's gonna be clear. Nothing.
No
between.
chance. It's clear.
You don't think so?
It's malted.
Yeah. No.
It's gotta have some kind of color to it.
Okay. All right. Cloudy tea.
There you go.
Okay. How do you feel about it?
Fine.
Okay.
So good.
I brought ice just in case we need to drop a cube.
Might be a wise choice.
You were totally right.
Yeah, nailed it.
It smells like Arnold Palmer.
Hey. I already feel so much better about these.
I do too.
Right off the bat.
Upcoming episodes, we're going to be doing a couple different tastings with some seltzers. And because we've already done those tastings because we pre-recorded some stuff, it goes awry rather quickly.
Well, even based off of the Jack Daniels country cocktails, this makes more sense already.
It's not neon colored.
Yeah. It doesn't look like starburst. It looks like what it should.
It does look like
already. I'm already in favor of it.
What you got on the nose?
It smells like iced tea and lemonade.
It does.
Yeah, it smells great.
There's a slight boozy note. Yeah, but it smells like one of those.
Like an Arnold Palmer to me.
It smells like an Arizona sweet tea Arnold Palmer. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
This is actually made by the Boston Beer Company for Jim Beam.
No kidding.
Yeah. Shall we?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm excited.
I can tell.
Settle down, boy. Settle down.
That's fine.
I can tell. Sorry. I can tell. That's not half bad.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not off-putting in any way.
No.
It's a little slightly boozy.
For me, the downfall of it is that the tea doesn't really taste like tea.
No. It's as a self-respecting Southerner.
Yeah.
Doesn't really taste like tea.
Yeah. Doesn't really taste like an Arnold Palmer. Like it's got the lemonade kind of thing happening, but the tea note is very artificial.
Yeah.
And so it's just a little kind of unfortunate.
Which is kind of weird because, you would think that the tea note would be pretty easy to get. It would be the lemon note that could be fake.
Yeah. Yeah, what they're trying to pass off as the tea is coming across more like strangely like
Cola. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, like watered down cola.
Like a cola with a K.
Diet cola.
Diet koala. I mean,
Diet koala.
Yeah. It's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
I'm gonna
like if I was at an event and they had these available and that was it.
Yeah.
Sure. I could drink that.
What about this says Jim Beam?
Nothing of it.
No.
The word on the can.
Yeah. So kind of why I was hopeful for it. And like, again, I'm not disappointed.
Yeah.
Was that it's a Jim Beam product. So maybe there's some whiskey element to it.
Well, I will still go. It's incredibly better than the Jack Daniels stuff. Personally.
No, I
actually have a good friend that loved those things. And like is not ashamed to say that he absolutely loved them. And just not my cup of tea. But no, like I could totally do this.
Oh yeah.
Pool party?
Sure. Well, that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, I forget.
Over ice. It's actually a little bit better, I think.
It's delightful.
Yeah, it is.
Nothing wrong with it. You're drinking those? Killing it. You're great.
Well, and I think the problem with them, though, is that you can down that pretty damn quick. Because, like I said, there's a bit of booziness, but I think it's the...
Are they 5? Why do you think that's the general thing?
Because I think over that, they're worried for people's health and well-being, I guess.
Sure, I get it. But it's always just strange that they're always, boom, 5. Right on 5.
Yeah, I don't know. It's got to be something with, like, the brewing or, you know...
Y'all want to go 5-5?
Nah, 5. Yeah.
4-5?
Nah.
4-7?
5. Yeah. It's got to be something with the brewing process.
Yeah.
So I figure what we'll do is we'll have a drink and we'll correspond that drink to a month.
Got it.
So we're going to start with Justin Timberlake.
It's gonna be May.
Correct. The first... That was good. I'm glad you followed me.
Yeah.
The first month, I think, of summer movie season, although technically May is a spring month,
right?
Is May.
Yep.
May. And this year it opened with none other than Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which you've seen.
I did, yeah.
I have not yet seen.
It was the day before my birthday.
Yep. And thoughts? I mean, we haven't talked about it. Like, we don't have time to get into everything.
If I'm talking about it as if I didn't see it,
no,
1,000%, it was one of, I would say, right, I'll go ahead and say I've got like 4, maybe 5 movies this summer that I was like absolutely jacked to see. Sure. That's one of them. Like, that would have been in my top 2, probably. As
someone who has seen it, recommend it?
Absolutely. Loved it. Like, it is such a satisfying conclusion. It's fantastic.
From what I've heard, it is a return back to the kind of old Marvel. I think you actually told me.
Yeah, I'm actually like the source of that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, it feels like Marvel pre-Endgame.
Yeah.
Like, and it feels like they know what they're doing. Like, James Gunn's got that stuff on lockdown. I think they just had a formula for the Guardians that just worked.
Right.
And it was just, they just knew what they were doing. And I think the cast is also comfortable and close and tight that they just knocked it out of the park again. And I think that's just nothing but like excitement for me of what he's going to do with DC. Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah, me too. I think
I hate that he's leaving Marvel. I hate that we're going to lose this version of the Guardians.
But I think he's going to revive some DC.
But you have to respect a tight trilogy.
Right.
And what they did with those movies. Because they're just great. There's not a whole lot of negatives that you can pull out of any of them.
So the next movie on the list, and these, to be fair, like all these in May, they've already come out, but is Fast X or Fast 10?
Yeah.
Summer blockbuster.
Yep.
Thoughts on the Fast and Furious series as a whole?
For me personally, I saw the first 2.
Yep.
Never saw another one.
Was Tokyo Drift 2?
I think it was 3.
Okay, that's last
Fast and Furious, and then
Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yep.
And then Tokyo Drift. Tokyo Drift was the last one I saw.
Ironically, I met the guy that was the lead in Tokyo Drift.
Really?
He was actually from North Alabama.
Really?
Yeah. He used to go to the driving range that I worked at. So, like, I mean, and we're like roughly the same age.
Wow.
So, like, met him a few times, but never saw his movie. Ironically enough.
To me, Fast and Furious just screams summer movie. Popcorn, even though like I haven't seen the last 7 of them. Yeah. Like it's made for cold movie theater in the height of summer.
Yeah, popcorn. Yep. I'm sure it's enjoyable.
Sure.
I just, for whatever reason, I just haven't seen any of them.
Yeah. I know people that just love the Fast Furious series as a whole.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like, as far as my take on it, I could be completely wrong, but like that first movie was so heavy into gearhead and just cars.
Yeah.
And it was more of a focus on that NOS, like being introduced to NOS, you know, and like just street racing kind of a thing.
Right.
And then at some point in time, it turned into like espionage
But what wasn't it? There was always like, it's basically Point Break with cars.
Perhaps.
Like, wasn't that always the thing?
But like, well, I feel like originally it was a much more like, it was not this like big, broad, like almost like James Bond type spectacle. It was very much more just, hey, we're trying to get close to this one guy and getting intel from him and his street racing organization and how we can clamp down on that. So they bring in Paul Walker to like infiltrate that.
Right.
But then it turned into this like
way bigger.
This like
international espionage.
That kind of thing. So it just like escalated exponentially.
So this one brings back basically like the family, you know.
Oh, I think they've always had that, but it's like, and it's also too like who's another celebrity that we can pull into this?
Correct.
And I think
you got Aquaman.
You got Aquaman in this one. You got Captain Marvel.
Oh, Brie Larson. Yeah.
Like you got a lot of
who you don't have
superheroes.
You don't have friend of the show Dwayne. Dwayne's not in this one. I don't know why.
Is he not?
I don't know if that character.
I saw something where he was like, there was a picture of him with it, but I didn't know if they were just talking about like the series as a whole.
As far as I know, like I have no idea what's going on. Sure, I guess, or maybe like
him and Groot.
That's what it was, right? Or did his character die? I have no idea what's going on.
Who knows?
Who knows? The next one on our list is White Men Can't Jump.
You know, I saw a trailer for that recently and was like actually kind of like, oh
yeah,
I can see that working.
Did you see the early 90s movie?
Sure.
Woody Harrelson? Yeah.
Wesley Snipes.
Exactly. And I don't know if it's like a rebooting or a retelling. I'm a little fuzzy on it.
I think it's a retelling. I don't think it's a reboot. Well, what's the difference there? I think it is just, it's the same concept, but
I guess like
contemporary.
Jackie Chan Karate Kid. Like we're just doing the thing.
I think that's what's happening.
Okay.
I don't think it's definitely not a sequel.
Right.
I think it's a reboot.
I think I haven't seen it yet. Obviously, because we're recording in early June at this point. But
no, we're recording in May. Today's
last day of May. Yeah. So as we record this, I haven't seen it yet, but I think I might put it on. I'm not like super invested in it, but it does. It looks
comes
fine.
on something that I currently own streaming abilities for. Sure.
Well, you got the Hulu's.
Is that where it's coming?
Yeah. It's going to be on the Hulu's.
There you go.
Yeah,
I will never put that on. I'll be honest. But I wouldn't mind if it were on.
That's what I mean. Like, okay.
I will never put that on.
Am I going to seek it out?
No chance. Not for me anyway. Okay. Like that'll never be, because there's always somebody sitting on the couch with me.
Yeah.
So it'll never go on.
Gotcha. Ever. Okay. So how about this next one?
Yep.
This one is The Little Mermaid.
Super pumped to see it. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have been, if I could be honest, one day when the first teaser for that came out, and like all the controversy was already out there of who they've hired and all of that nonsense. But when the first teaser came out and it showed her piping out Part of Your World, I was blown away. And from that moment, and that was like probably like back in like January, February.
Sure.
I was like, bring that right now.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see that.
I'm really excited to see it because I have not yet, in relation to all the controversy. Is it controversy? It's
it's controversy.
The miasma of opinions.
Sure.
Related to the character, to all the updates, to all the other characters, all that kind of thing. And the mass machine that is Disney live action. I've been disappointed by Disney live action movies in the past.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I'm looking at you, Aladdin. Just saying. Sorry.
That's the one you go to?
Well, I mean, I could go to...
It's hard to watch it now just because of Will Smith, but man, I mean, it's not a bad one.
Yeah, I was going to say. Or Lion King.
Lion King.
Yeah.
A bore.
Because it's not even live action. It's the same thing. Like it's basically just CGI. And the point is, I'm interested. Like, do you pull it off? Do you nail it?
Yeah.
And it's to be seen.
Well, and just with all the nonsense around it, like I could not pull for a movie harder, personally. I hope it's so freaking amazing, so that everybody's like,
I hope it does well.
Yep.
I do. So we're at the end of May.
Yep, it's gonna be June.
It just doesn't have the same ring, does it? So I'm gonna take my May papers here.
Yep.
Obviously, you can see that I'm skipping some movies, and we'll ask that question later. Like, what movies did we skip? But
There's no need to even cover that.
Movies that I skipped?
Yeah.
Well, I just did.
No, I'm just saying, like, we don't need to, like, what movies did we skip?
Because we skipped them.
Yeah.
Right.
So we don't even need to talk about them.
But you know what we're not going to skip?
What?
This next drink.
Oh, shit.
So I want you to finish that one.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to. I'm going to go grab our next drink.
Are they all cocktails?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So now that I'm back, to answer your question, this one goes in the realm of not lemonade, but punch.
Okay. Like a strawberry.
Strawberry punch. Yeah. So still 120 calories, still 5% ABV.
Doesn't say lemonade anywhere.
It does not say lemonade.
Okay.
No, it just says punch. This is strawberry punch. Basically all the same kind of stuff. You know what I didn't read on the other can?
What was that?
Drink it any damn way you please. That's on the can.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Look at that. Spelled it correctly and everything.
Damn?
Damn.
You didn't think they'd spell damn correctly? Well, it's Jim Beam. Who knows?
Any dang way you want.
No, it says damn.
Damn.
Yeah. It's all the same.
The day that we live in, man.
Well,
You know, 20 years ago, no way in hell.
You wouldn't have had damn on
You
there.
wouldn't put damn on a beverage you could sell at a gas station.
Ready?
Yeah. Can I say a little surprising? There's like zero carbonation
Yeah.
in any of these.
No, there's no psh.
Yeah, just. Thanks.
What color is that?
Bile.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Kind of biley.
Gray.
Ooh. I don't know if it's lack of a clean glass.
It's very fake strawberry. on the
Well,
nose.
but like, take the nose and like hold it like really deep, but like not like slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Like something
Funky.
buttholey like comes in at the
It's
end.
a little dank.
You getting it?
Yeah, but now
I don't know if it's like maybe it's just like leftover
hose water.
Arnold Palmer, because God, it like curls my toes when I get it. It's like there's this lovely strawberry for the most part,
Yeah, it's like.
but then like the
Do you remember? You know what it smells like? It smells like.
I do.
It smells to me like those cream savories. You remember Lifesavers used to make those cream savory candies?
Yep, totally.
That's exactly what it smells like to me.
Yeah, it does.
All right. Now that we got ice and it's clinking everywhere.
It just hits you every once in a while. Just like,
All right, I'm going in.
okay.
What kind of strawberry is that?
It's more soda-y.
Yeah. It's way more strawberry on the nose than it is on the palate.
Yeah, it's kind of tart. Man, there's just not a lot of flavor to it.
No, there's really not.
It is almost like a seltzer.
It's really light on flavor. It's definitely not as good as the sweet tea.
Yeah, it's like the flavor on it is almost gone.
Yeah.
It's like it's already watered down.
Yep.
But we didn't add any water to it.
No, it's really, that's where the hose water would come in.
Right.
It's really, really light.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing I'm like, oh, okay. Hello, strawberry.
Right.
It's like strawberry on the nose, and then the palate, you get this like hint of fruit.
Yeah.
But nothing strawberry.
Well, it's punch. And usually when I think of punch, I'm thinking like really strong flavors.
Sure.
So the fact that you'd even
Like big
think
bold.
of nothing about this suggests of a punch. It's like you're at the wedding or whatever, and they've got that big punch bowl, and you had a full glass of ice, and they gave you a ladle of punch,
Yeah.
and you went back over to the table, but then you got up and like danced for a while, and all the ice melted.
Exactly.
And you came back, and that was what
That's
you were
exactly
left
what
with.
it's like. And you know, when they put that sherbet,
Yeah.
sherbet,
Sherbet.
sherbet,
Yeah. Yep.
and it's just all
A
melted.
couple of just chunks floating.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like week 7 up.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
you ready to move to the June movies?
Yeah. What are the June movies?
All right, so this is for us as of recording right on the horizon.
Yep.
We're going to start with a little film you probably never heard of. And,
Okay.
This is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
This is number 1 for me.
I agree wholeheartedly. Well, maybe I don't. Now that I think about what's coming down the line.
I totally. This
Okay.
is my number 1 most anticipated movie of the summer.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I will say, like, I am pumped for it because I went into
the Spider-Verse.
Thank you. I went into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider.
Yeah. Like, knowing nothing other than you saying, like, this is amazing.
Yep.
Which I thought was a pun on just Spider-Man. And I knew nothing about it.
Yep.
And I freaking loved it. Like,
Yep.
in terms of an animated movie at that point, what they did was freaking incredible.
Yeah, I feel like it's groundbreaking.
Agreed.
Like what they did with that movie.
I would say that is probably my favorite Spider-Man film thus far. Like, it's, I'm gonna say it.
I don't know that I disagree with it
because
I got to think about that.
As much as, like, because Tobey Maguire is my Spider-Man.
Yep.
As much as I love that original Spider-Man, this is great.
Yeah, I can't argue that I think it is probably the best Spider-Man movie ever made. But if I were to say, like, experience-wise, like, I don't know you could ever beat that first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie, just experience-wise.
Sure,
like,
but I think that's
was
probably
also
nostalgia.
Equally groundbreaking.
Right.
I don't even mean nostalgia-wise. I just mean, like, when you saw that for the first time, like, Spider-Man actually freaking whipping through the city. Like,
Very true.
Sick.
Very true.
But yeah, no, just what they did with that movie, and then what the trailers have shown for this movie, it just looks like they've taken it to the next level.
Absolutely.
Of amazingness, and I can't wait to see all the different versions of Spider-Man and just what specifically the series of movies is doing for the character of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's really pushing him into, like, elite top superhero status.
I've purposely watched no trailers at all. Like, I want to go into this completely fresh.
I don't even know how you do it. I don't know how you're able to avoid it.
I'm just that good.
Yeah.
I mean, Kiddie Pool and Tears of the Kingdom. That's basically, that's all I got right now.
Sure.
Yeah.
The internet knows me too well. Look at this shit.
Well, I mean,
Like,
because,
that's amazing.
Me, try to avoid the Tic Tacs.
Yeah.
Other than, my occasional 3-hour dripping stone TikTok death scroll.
Right.
So, like, I'm not exposed to a lot of that because I, like, purposely avoid it.
Yep.
But I do see bits and pieces, and I scroll right past it because I don't want to see commentary. I don't want to see people talking about it. Especially something like this, I want to go in cold.
Well, I don't avoid it leading up to it, but once the thing is out, like, I don't want to be spoiled by any means. But, like, trailers and things like that, like, I get hyped for that shit.
No, like,
I'm all for it.
I'm becoming a little bit more open to trailers, but for, like, this specifically, I don't want to watch.
Yeah, like when Guardians came out, like, I kind of went cold social media for like 2 days until I knew that I could go see it.
Right.
Once we got back into town, I wasn't sure when we were going to be able to see it, but, like, it worked out that, like, we could go one Sunday evening, and I was just like, we got to go right now because, like, I'm tired of, like,
that's where it fits.
Trying to avoid my phone because you will get spoiled.
Sure.
After, like, 3 or 4 days, you will be spoiled. Right. Somebody will have an image somewhere because it's happened to me several times.
Or you play
just
that
saw
game
the wrong thing.
Right. You play that game of, like, I read the headline. Damn it, the headline is.
Yeah, it's already. I'm already spoiled.
So after that, we have Transformers. They're still making those, huh? Rise of the Beasts.
Yep.
That's a movie.
Yep.
It's coming out.
Yep.
It's going to have Transformers in it.
Yep.
Probably. It's going to be cars with voices.
More than likely.
So this is actually, from what I understand, kind of off the heels of the success of Bumblebee.
Yep. There you go.
And it actually...
How many Transformers movies have you seen?
How many was Shia LaBeouf in?
At least 2, if not a full trilogy.
Okay.
I don't really know.
I saw LaBeouf. Mm-hmm. I saw LaBeouf 2.
Yep.
And was Marky Mark in 1?
Yep.
I saw the Marky Mark 1.
Gotcha.
How many Marky Marks were there?
No clue.
Okay. I saw a Marky Mark Transformers movie.
He might have just been in the 1.
Okay.
But I don't really know. I have no idea.
I like Marky Mark.
Yeah.
For the most part, I think he's,
Yep.
And
he's done some bad shit.
Yeah, no, well,
but
for sure,
somehow
he's
still a movie star.
Yeah, he's done some anyway, but I don't remember any of those movies at all.
Yep. I mean, I don't remember much about them. I remember, like, at the time, like, the special effects being just like, wow, like, this is the day and age that we live in where like Transformers can do that. Mm-hmm. But then there's also, like, it was overdone.
It's Michael Bay, and it's Michael Bay at his most Bayist.
Like, I think the first one worked as well as any of them could.
Sure.
In terms of, like, storyline and just all of it.
Yeah.
I think the anomaly that was the special effects at the time, that's about as good as you're gonna get.
Yep.
And then it just became like overused.
Oh, sure. They found
like, I remember the second one. The second one was just like too much.
Yeah.
You know,
they found a successful thing, and then they just kept doing that thing.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, and the Bumblebee movie or this one, they may be great. I have no idea, but it's kind of like, it's very similar to the Fast and Furious movies to me, of just, I saw the first one, it was okay. Saw the second one, so like, oh, it's the same thing. But that thing is not for me.
Right.
Like, I did not grow up a huge Transformers
I mean, neither.
kid. Like, I think I was just outside of their popularity range. So it was never a thing for me like it is for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I just haven't seen hardly any of them.
I'm with you. But again, like Fast Furious movies, man,
They make money.
they make money and they're popcorn, and I get that.
But I think, too, like Fast Furious, ironically, they make so much money overseas for whatever reason. Like, I mean, I kind of get the Transformers because it's like the kaiju kind of effect. But like, where Fast and Furious, I really don't get it. Like, why do they make so much money overseas? I don't get that.
All right. Our next movie.
Yep.
Elemental. This is Pixar's latest animated movie. Comes out by the guy, or is directed by Peter Sohn, who directed The Good Dinosaur.
Okay.
To me, it looks a lot like, what was the Feelings movie?
Inside Out.
I don't know anything about premise, but it looks a lot like Inside Out to me.
Yeah, it looks like Inside Out. Seems to have like a similar feel story-wise or at least conceptually as Zootopia.
Yes.
Where it's like the different
worlds and like we can't blend these worlds together. Yeah. I listen, it's Pixar. I'm gonna watch it. I'm probably gonna like have some sort of existential meltdown for a second. I'm gonna be looking for some sort of deeper meaning in all of this. And it's probably gonna be fine.
Maybe. Did you see Red?
I did.
I never watched Red.
Yep, I did.
Did you ever watch
Turning Red? Is that what it's called, or is it just called Red?
I think you're right. Turning Red.
Yeah, I did. I thought it was. I thought it was good.
Did you see? I'm trying to think. Like, what are the most recent?
Onward. Is that Pixar?
That was Pixar, but I feel like that was further back than I'm trying to go. Luca.
I did see Luca. Yeah,
never saw that one either.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I feel like Pixar's in that realm right now of like fine.
Yeah, I mean,
like they haven't really knocked one. They haven't crushed one in a minute.
Yeah.
You know?
So maybe Elemental's going to do it for him.
Well, from what I've seen, I know you don't watch trailers, but like just from what I've seen, like it does have what seems to be a very, even though it does have like a similar look and stuff, it seems to have a little bit more of a stylistic edge on it than recent Pixar movies.
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, I'm hopeful, but at the same time, I'm not like jacked about it. Like I used to be about, ooh, Pixar.
Agreed. Like, it's the next Pixar movie.
I think Lightyear kind of did that to me.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah,
I get it. And coming out the same weekend is The Flash.
Super jacked, if I can be honest, for The Flash.
But why?
Because my Batman will be back on screen in his full glory.
Agreed completely.
I could care less about The Flash.
I know nothing about Ezra Miller as Barry Allen. Like I have no idea.
Well, because we haven't been given anything.
Like I know
that was like DC to me. That for them to go straight into a Justice League movie and not introduce any of the characters was like such a bizarre thing. So yeah, why would we know or care about Barry Allen? Right. I don't.
Correct.
I don't care anything about this story. But what I want to see is Michael Keaton Batman.
Oh my God.
Back on screen. Yeah. And I will go see that shit.
So I have watched this trailer, and when Michael Keaton shows up, I'm like, because I didn't know. Like I watched the trailer, I had no idea.
Yeah.
And you see Michael Keaton. Was it a Super Bowl trailer? Was it a Super Bowl trailer?
Perhaps.
I think it was.
Yeah.
And Michael Keaton comes out, and I forget what he says, but I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
We got Michael Keaton as Batman.
Yeah.
So I don't care.
And like doing like
Batman shit.
Like, yeah, just cool
right.
Batman shit. Like, I mean, it just looks. I mean, the movie, to be fair enough, like I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Like, just because I want to see him. I understand the storyline roughly is the Flashpoint story, and I've watched the animated version of that, which is interesting enough. So I kind of can watch the trailer and see the story beats happening, and if that's what happens, cool.
Yeah.
But regardless, like I just want to go see that Batman doing the thing. Like in preparation, like me and oldest daughter, we just rewatched the Tim Burton Batman movies. Like we just watched both of them. Like I'm ready, man.
And it's bat shit crazy.
Yeah. I'm ready for it.
Me too.
Let's go.
The same weekend, Kyle.
Wow.
Yeah, this is crazy. You've got Extraction 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, so
I'm just kidding. I added that last part. But Extraction 2.
So a Netflix release.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is with Thor. I mean, Chris Hemsworth.
Okay.
Yeah. This is written by one of the Russo brothers, Joe Russo.
Was it?
Yeah. And did you see the first one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
I did too. Like just in terms of like action.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's Chris Hemsworth doing the Hemsworthiness.
Yeah, it's very Rambo.
Very much so. Expendables kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's summer blockbuster action movie.
Yeah, and the first one was actually great.
I thought so too.
Like really good.
It has some really good film shots. Like the camera work in that I thought was really cool.
Yeah, I thought the fight scenes and the action moments in that were like as good as anything we've gotten in the past 5 years.
Yep, absolutely.
So I'm a little kind of bummed because I thought they ended it so well. Like it didn't seem like it needed a sequel.
Agreed.
So just a little bit of concern there of like, I don't know that we needed it.
No,
but obviously we're going to do it again.
I will say this, like I'm excited because it's Hemsworth doing movies, and we don't know how many more movies we're going to get from him because he's, for all intents and purposes, said he's stepping away from Hollywood.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Hadn't seen that.
He there's a Nat Geo series on Disney Plus about him kind of figuring out that he has some sort of gene linked to like early onset Alzheimer's, I think. And him going like, I think I'm going to back away from all of this. So as far as I know, Hemsworth as Thor is going to be ending pretty soon, and he's just backing away. Now that was obviously like within the last year or so that might have changed, but after that, we have a movie that you probably don't know a whole lot about, but I'm super excited for, and that's Asteroid City.
Yep.
Heard anything about it?
Nope.
That's okay. It is the next movie by one of my favorite filmmakers, and that's Wes Anderson. You've seen Wes Anderson movies before: Bottle Rocket, Darjeeling Limited.
Never.
Okay,
but it's a. I mean, I know Wes Anderson.
Sure.
I don't know if I've ever seen anything by him.
Okay.
To be fair, but it's a common social media trend.
Oh
right now,
yeah, for sure. Like
to do anything as if it were a
Wes Anderson thing. Yeah, and I really, as much like kind of poking fun at his aesthetic that people are doing. I really love Wes Anderson, and I like his writing. I like his movies. I like the whole shtick because it's a fantastic world that it's just, it doesn't exist. It's not real. And I like that. So this one actually stars a bunch of people: Jason Schwartzman, Scarlett Johansson, Tom Hanks, Jeffrey Wright, friend of the show, Tilda Swinton, Bryan Cranston, Edward Norton, Adrian Brody, Liev Schreiber. Like basically everybody and their brother's, mother's, cousin's, uncle is in this movie.
Wow.
And it looks fantastic. It's cool. It's a Wes Anderson story about this city that there's an asteroid coming, or honestly, I don't really know because it's Wes Anderson. I'm along for the ride, and I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm looking at his movies,
filmography,
and I don't think I've seen any of them. I've seen clips and bits and pieces.
Sure.
But I don't think I've actually sat down and watched any of them.
Can I recommend you one?
Sure.
And I actually do think you'd really like it.
Oh, I'm sure I would love any of them. I've wanted to watch the Grand Budapest Hotel and just never got around to it.
Don't start with that one. Start with Darjeeling Limited.
Okay.
Like, it's great. It's Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
It's Jason Schwartzman. It's Adrian Brody. It's great.
Sure.
And it's a cool story. It's not the most Wes Anderson, but it's great.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. And then after that, the movie that I think I'm looking forward to the most is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Wow. Yeah.
That's certainly my most intrepid movie.
Trepidatious.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah. I'm very concerned. I would love nothing more for it to be amazing, but Crystal Skull suggests otherwise.
Listen, buddy. I share your concern unequivocally. I am with you, but I'm excited. I love Indiana Jones, and I yes, Crystal Skull. As much as we've kind of shit all over it, and as much as it deserves to be shat upon, I want to see one more Indiana Jones movie. I've read some. God, I didn't want to do it, but I did the thing.
Have you watched any trailers?
I have watched the trailer. Okay. Yeah, and I think it's that
the trailer doesn't concern you.
It does, but I think it's that blend of weird campy that Indiana Jones. I like about Indiana Jones. Okay. What I am concerned about is I've heard some stuff. I've read some things which I shouldn't have done. But I fell into the trap, Kyle, about like mixed reviews. Yeah. But all I saw was it's getting mixed reviews.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, reviews
everything gets mixed reviews.
Sure. Yeah. Reviews don't really. I mean, you've seen movies that like got the best reviews from the critics.
Right.
That sucked.
Right. Exactly.
You've seen movies that got horrible reviews from critics. And they're great.
Right.
So that doesn't really bother me.
Listen, but it's got Harrison Ford, it's got Nazis, it's got space race. I'm for it.
Like I fully expect for the CGI, the de-aging scenes to like work so well.
Yes.
I think because like just the bits that I've seen, and I think for this specifically, they will pour every ounce of whatever they can into making sure that looks right.
Correct.
So I think those will be great. However, it's honestly it's just the older stuff for me that just I'm concerned about. I want it to be so good. I want it to be as good as I thought Crystal Skull was going to be.
Listen,
but
you've got Mads Mikkelsen as a villain.
Yep.
You've got John Rhys Davies saying something about Indiana.
Yeah.
Like come on. Here's my thing. They know. I need to believe that they've learned from Crystal Skull and what a travesty that was. And again, to be fair, I have not seen it since I saw it. We've talked about this, but I want to believe that they've learned, and I want to believe that they've improved upon what they've done. Speaking about improving upon what they've done, you want to go to our next drink?
Sure.
All right. We're going to return back to the lemonade. Everything's the same. As we said, perfect partner to a sunny afternoon, sit chilled.
Yeah, we're going peach.
Yeah, drink it any damn way you please. No, sir, we're not going peach.
Uh-oh.
We're going black cherry.
Oh.
But it's the lemonade. We're returning back to lemonade. It's not the punch. We're returning back to lemonade.
Cherry's never one of my favorites.
We'll see.
Yep. Is this red?
I think it's going to be pink.
It's going to be red. Oh, shit. Man, how did that even happen? Okay, it's a little darker than the strawberry.
I done spilled it all over me.
Yeah, you got half of it. A lot of carbonation in these.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say that.
Half of it in the pool.
You want an ass cube?
Yeah, I do. It doesn't smell awful. It smells like Christmas time.
What? Christmas?
That smells like those chocolate covered cherries that I only eat at holidays.
The Queen, whatever
cordials.
No. It smells like a bomb pop.
I have no idea what a bomb pop is.
Yeah, we've had this rocket pop. Same thing. The
sure.
red, white, and blue.
Yeah. The red rocket.
Skyrockets. I enjoy the nose of this.
I mean, as far as like cherries go, it smells like the red starburst.
It does smell like the red. It
smells like the red starburst taste.
Yeah, absolutely, it does. All right, shall we?
All right.
And it tastes like a cherry Slurpee.
Cherry snow cone.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty good, honestly. That's surprisingly good.
As far as cherry things go, that's kind of delightful.
Yeah, that's definitely way better than the strawberry. And I think I'd edge it over the Arnold Palmer too.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Okay.
Like it's got the right amount of flavor.
Yes.
Like the strawberry didn't have enough flavor. It was too weak. But this has got the right amount of flavor to it.
It's got the right amount of flavor, and it's not like overly cherry, but it's cherry. It's not fake cherry either.
That's actually really good. Hot dang.
There you go,
Did not expect to like that one at all.
That's a Kyle seal of approval right there.
It's weird. However, like no hint of lemonade.
No.
I don't know why you put lemonade.
Well, you just could just call it black cherry.
Well, I think I would be more attuned to punch.
Sure.
The punch would make more sense to me.
I mean, like, let me go in with thinking lemonade. No, like,
yeah, it's just cherry soda.
Yeah, It's liquid,
not overwhelming.
liquid starburst.
It's just it's tasty.
Pretty tasty.
Like it. That's the winner.
All right, you ready to go into your favorite month?
Okay. July.
All right. So first we go with a horror movie that neither one of us are going to go see.
Okay.
This is Insidious: The Red Door. I have no idea what the Insidious series is about. I know a lot of people love them because this is the 5th movie in the Insidious series.
Wow.
It's kind of weird though that you're going to do 5 movies. Are you going to do a horror movie in the middle of summer?
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway, and then we go July 12th.
Yep.
Is part 1 of Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning.
Good one.
I'm also excited for this too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm really looking forward to that.
Because listen, as controversial as Tom Cruise is, the dude does the thing that he does in the best way that he does the thing that he does.
Sure.
He runs on camera.
Yep. He makes a damn good action movie.
He makes a damn good action movie.
We've never talked about Maverick.
No, we haven't. It's a fantastic film.
Yeah.
It is great.
Incredible. Like, I can't remember a better movie experience.
Yeah, agreed.
Than in the last 10 years. I mean, Endgame, Infinity War certainly are up there, but this is in the conversation with those. Like, I Maverick in the theater, I can't. I was on the edge of my seat, man.
Like legit.
That last half hour of that movie is cinema gold.
Yeah.
So good.
Carol and I watch it here at the house, and like even on obviously a smaller screen, it's still like, damn.
Yeah, we just watched it the other night.
It is such a good movie. And it hits all those beats the right way. And back to Mission Impossible, I like this series, man.
Yeah. Have you seen all of them?
I have seen all of them.
Same.
Yeah.
This is like the exact opposite of like the
easily
Fast and Furious and Transformers. Like I've seen every Mission Impossible.
And I haven't seen all of them in theaters, but I have seen all of them. And I like all of them. Some are better than others, but I like all of them.
They're all solid. There's not one that's like, I know that one's garbage.
Yeah.
It's not worth the watch. Like they're all pretty damn good.
Exactly. I want to see Tom Cruise, jump off of a mountain with a motorcycle onto an airplane and a helicopter or whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
I just want to see it.
Yep.
And I'm for it.
Yeah. And I'm intrigued. Why is it part 1 kind of a thing? Like I'm not usually a fan of that sort of a thing, like calling your play before you do it. But in an instance like this, for whatever reason, I'm for it.
He's in his 60s. So I kind of think this might be the last thing in terms of Mission Impossible.
Yeah, probably in terms of Mission Impossible. I don't feel like Tom Cruise ever stops making movies. Like I think he'll be making movies.
He's going to Clint Eastwood his way into whatever. But
yeah, I don't see him directing.
No,
ever, but I think he'll just keep going.
Right, but
he'll have some badass 80-year-old character that kicks ass.
Maybe he's going to be. He's going to be Indiana Jones.
Recast it. Bring it on.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be fun. But I'm with you too. Like, why call it part 1? Because you've never done that before. Why don't you just call it Dead Reckoning and then the next one Reckoning Dead or I don't know, something stupid.
Yeah. Reckoning Resurrection.
Ooh, Resurrection the Dead.
Yeah.
Then you can bring a zombie movie. Yeah. All right. The next film that is on our list comes out the 21st of July, and this is Greta Gerwig's Barbie.
Yeah, Barbie.
Barbie. Listen, I'm actually excited for this.
I'm not excited. That's not excited. A word I could say.
I'm excited.
I'm interested. I think I'll watch it at some point in time. Not in theaters, probably.
No, I won't see it in theaters either.
But I am interested because it looks bizarre.
Yeah.
But they're not you would ever have seen this, but there's a couple of Disney movies that were on the Disney Channel called Teen Beach Movie.
No.
And it looks like it's the same premise as those, which is in Teen Beach Movie, a couple of kids get somehow transported into a 1950s surfer movie.
Oh.
And then they have to figure out a way to get out. And then in the sequel, the characters from the movie come into the real world and have to figure out a way back in.
Interesting.
And
yeah, it does seem similar.
This seems kind of similar where it's like somehow Barbie comes to the real world and has to find a way back. I don't know.
Listen, here's why I'm interested. It looks insane, first of all. It's Margot Robbie playing Barbie.
Yep.
Which I think works.
Yep.
It's Ryan Gosling playing Ken.
Yep.
Which I think works.
Yep.
Although it's a little old, but I think it works.
Yep.
And did you see Lady Bird?
No, I didn't.
It's also directed by Greta Gerwig, and I think she wrote it too.
Mm-hmm.
It is great.
Yeah.
It's with Saoirse Ronan, and it's a great movie. It's kind of coming of age. It kind of situates itself in that like high school kind of realm. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for Barbie. Again, am I going to go see it in theaters? Probably not.
Right.
But I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah. Like I'm interested just to see, like, I think because of who's involved, it's got to be more than just popcorn and entertainment.
Right.
I feel like there's going to be some sort of a deeper
for sure
thing, and just the IP that Barbie is.
Yep.
You know, I feel like there's got to be something bigger to it. It can't just be so basic of Barbie comes to the real world and has to go back, and she's going to have learned what it really means to be a woman, or something silly like that. I feel like it's gonna have something that's way more impactful,
and that makes it even more interesting knowing the history of Barbie as a toy,
right?
And like what that stood for, what that's done, you know, those
what
kind
that means
of things
to people, because there's still like people who are just crazy about it,
exactly.
You know,
so I don't know. I'm really interested.
Yeah.
Competing with Barbie,
yep,
is Christopher Nolan's newest endeavor. And I'm like even more excited for this.
Sure.
Coming in at, from what I understand, almost 3 hours or maybe even over 3 hours at this point. And that's Cillian Murphy as Oppenheimer. Everything about this is in my wheelhouse. It is, from what I understand, the entire movie's black and white. It's a biopic. I love Cillian Murphy. That whole story of J. Robert Oppenheimer, you know, I am become death. Like, I am, dude.
Yeah.
This is like, I'm primed for this.
Yeah. I mean, just Christopher Nolan and his gallery of amazing movies.
Yep.
Where it's hard to find a bad one. He until he like goes off the wall, like it's going to be hard to not be absolutely pumped.
Exactly.
For his next thing. Like Tenet's another one that we've yet to discuss specifically.
Yeah.
And that one blew my mind apart.
Yep.
Of how complex, but yet at the same time, narratively in terms of storytelling. Like just, you know, you take that one and you take Inception and you take Memento.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about like going through a story narratively in a way that makes no sense, but finding a way to make it work.
Right.
Who else has done it?
Yeah.
You know?
Not in this way. I think it's going to be more along the lines of Dunkirk.
Sure.
It's going to be Nolan in that I'm telling a story and it's going to be a non-linear narrative, but you're taking an individual's life. So you can't give it the Interstellar treatment. You can't give it the Memento treatment, but you can give it the Dunkirk treatment.
Right.
Of how are we going to play with those ideas? That's what I'm looking forward to.
Well, and the cast.
Oh God,
this cast is wild.
Yeah. Like, Emily Blunt, Iron Man,
Robert Downey
Jr.,
Florence Pugh,
freaking Kenneth Branagh, Hamlet himself,
Matt Damon, Rami Malek,
Gary Oldman.
Like, come on! Like this is setting up to be the movie of the decade kind of a thing. if it's there, and you know. How is it not?
This one, I'm probably going to not buy my ticket for Barbie, and I'm probably going to buy my ticket for Oppenheimer.
Sure. yeah,
for sure.
This one has to be seen in theaters.
I think it does. I think it does. The next weekend,
yep,
you're going to come across the Haunted, or I think it's just called Haunted Mansion. Rosario Dawson is picking up the Eddie Murphy mantle, and is Haunted Mansioning it again.
Sure. Hard pass.
That's it. That's it. That's all that needs to be said.
From what I've seen so far. Like
that's all that needs to be said.
You know, I had a lot of hopes for the Eddie Murphy Haunted Mansion. I thought that, like, because that one came after Pirates.
Yes.
So Pirates of the Caribbean, when that one came out, and it was like, oh, shit, they can actually do something cool with these movies that are based off of attractions.
Yep.
Cool. I can't wait to see what you do with Haunted Mansion. And then it was like, oh, screw that. Hated it.
But I think the issue was Eddie Murphy to me. because it was Eddie Murphy being Eddie Murphy, which I like Eddie Murphy, but it was Eddie Murphy in that period of like Daddy Daycare.
Yeah.
And like films in that realm of like family friendly, Dr. Dolittle, family friendlier Eddie Murphy. And it was like,
yeah, if they would have taken it more in a direction of like, what's the word from like Ghostbusters, the paranormal. Mm-hmm. Obviously, like it's the Haunted Mansion, so it's still got to be Disney-ish. But if it was just more in that and like more of a time period piece, but dealing with the supernatural,
right?
That I think it would have been better. And I think just because like that's kind of the direction that they went with Pirates, where it was more of a period piece that worked so well. To do it in a contemporary setting just didn't work. And unfortunately, that kind of looks like what they're doing with this one.
Yeah, I agree.
And it just, I don't know, the trailers have not
You're
intrigued
trying
me
to
at all.
update it a little too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which brings us to August, which means we've got one final drink before we talk about the insanity of the August movie scene.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to go grab it.
Let's do it.
All right. All right, Kyle. Our final drink. I grabbed it, got it in my hand.
Yep.
Here it is.
There it is.
This is the Kentucky Coolers. We're back to punch, but we got a citrus punch.
Citrus punch.
Yeah, we got the same kind of thing. Drink it any damn way you please. You know, all the deal. You know the deal. 5% ABV. The perfect partner to a sunny afternoon. Sip chilled. Here we go.
All right. It's going to have some color to it, but I feel like this one's going to be the lightest of them all.
Agreed.
If not crystal clear.
Ass cube?
Sure. All right, just based off of appearance, I'm going to say this is going to be the most disappointing.
This looks the most seltzer-esque to me.
Looks seltzer-esque, looks light in flavor.
Yep.
And just the idea of like a citrusy thing, it's going to be like a boozy Sprite.
I think so.
Yeah.
On the nose? Boozy Sprite. Well, not even boozy, just like watered-down Sprite. Juicy fruit?
It's got that juicy fruit roll-up-y.
Okay, fruit roll-up. I don't know juicy fruit.
But not like, it's like the tropical fruit roll-up.
Zebra gum.
Spritey. Taste?
Here we go. Yep.
More grapefruit than I expected.
I was going to say more grapefruit, yeah. Yeah.
It's got a bitter note.
It does. It's grapefruity, which is actually kind of nice.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Like
I expected lemon and orange.
Yeah, I expected like just Sprite.
Mm-hmm.
But that grapefruit bitter's kind of refreshing.
Yeah, I would say it leans more grapefruit than lemon, lime, and orange. Because when you say citrus, grapefruit's like the
last
fourth thing. Yeah,
the last.
You think lemon, lime, and like orange.
Yeah, lemon, lime, orange, tangerine, clementine, nectarine,
kumquat, nectarine,
grapefruit.
Nectarine is not citrus.
You think of it first before you ever get to grapefruit.
Gotcha. What's the big ass pomelo? You ever seen one of those?
Yeah,
it's like a big ass grapefruit.
Right.
It's not bad.
Yeah, no, it's genuinely not bad.
Yeah. Again, I think like we're going to the beach, or you're hanging out by the pool, some friends, and like, hey, this is what we got. Yeah, I'm fine.
Again,
with it.
you nailed the flavor.
Mm-hmm.
The flavor's right. Mm-hmm. It's not too much flavor, too sweet, or too just. Ugh. And it's not watered down. It's not light like the strawberry was.
The strawberry is the worst one.
Strawberry was disappointing.
Yeah. I think out of this one though, this is the only one where I wish there was more carbonation. Like, just give me a slight bit more carbonation here.
Perhaps.
More bubbles, make it a little more better.
Yep. But, man, I think, talking about it in that seltzer episode, which is either already out or about to come out someday soon.
It's going to come out in the next couple weeks.
You make the point in that episode, teaser, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
About how you're looking for a seltzery type thing.
Sure. That might be it.
These don't disappoint.
And
these are pretty great.
120 calories, not terribly expensive, not
in this whole realm of like, not straight liquor things.
Mm-hmm.
These are not bad. They're not beer.
No.
But they are malted, but
yeah,
they're in the ballpark. These are not bad.
They're really not bad. Yeah.
These get the stamp of approval. From me.
That's actually high praise, because when you hear the episodes coming out in a couple weeks, or over the next couple weeks where we do some of the seltzers,
the seltzers,
Kyle's
and
disappointment is palpable.
that Jack Daniels thing, like, I just feel like that was all they could be.
Yeah,
is this like seltzery thing that's like usually overly carbonated, or these like way too sweet, way too just
melted
everything.
Popsicle, just disgusting. Yeah.
This is finding that happy spot.
Agreed.
That's genuinely refreshing.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Good call, man.
Thank you.
You did it. You found the thing.
I did. And leave it up to Jim Beam to make it happen.
I know.
There you go.
I know.
There you go. I'm actually pleasantly surprised.
Same.
All right, August, you ready?
Yep.
Coming out on August 4th, we have the sequel to the actually pretty big creature feature hit, The Meg. This one's Meg 2, The Trench. Did you see Meg? The Meg?
I don't even know what that's about.
It's with Jason Statham.
Okay.
And he plays in this movie, and there's a megalodon. There you go. It's
like
Jaws.
Dinosaur?
Yeah, Jaws with megalodon.
Oh, sure.
Basically.
Okay.
You got the thing. And it's actually not bad. I'm not going to recommend it to everybody.
Yep.
But if you want a shark movie.
If that's your thing.
Yeah. That's kind of in line with Jaws. It's a little better than Sharknado. It's not that campy. It's not terrible.
Okay.
I'd watch it again. I watched The Meg once, and I thought it was fine. I am not going to go to the theater to see this one.
But if you catch it.
But I do like a shark movie. My favorite movie, or one of my favorite movies, depending on which day you ask me, is Jaws. Actually, I think this isn't bad.
Okay.
And
fair enough.
I actually like Jason Statham.
Like what you like.
Thanks. Yeah. No yucking of the yums here.
No, not at all.
Yeah. After that, Kyle, comes a movie I know you're dying to see. And that is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem.
Is there a trailer out for that? Like I remember seeing it and being like interested. I mean, I do love the Turtles. Like I will genuinely just about watch anything to do with the Ninja Turtles. They hold a special place in my heart. That was like my first, probably the first thing that I was ever like just nerd into. Sure, was the Ninja Turtles. So I'm always willing to give them a chance to give me something nostalgic. And I heard like Seth Rogen is involved, and they were trying to do some new cool things with it. So I'm sure I will see it at some point in time. I won't go to the theaters.
No, here's the only saving grace is that it's animated.
Yeah,
to me, like that's and it's animated from what I've seen in the same kind of style as Spider-Verse.
Yep.
So I might be on board here.
I'm waiting for there was some test footage done, not test footage, but like somebody put together a CGI, but it was like a reel of taking the turtles from our youth, the live action looking turtles.
Okay,
I think I've brought this up at some point in time, but it's a shot. It's just a quick shot of Donatello doing some moves, but it's just a quick little 30-second maybe shot of him doing some stuff, and I just assume it's CGI because god damn it looks great.
Yeah,
and it's like, give me that movie right now.
Yep.
You can have all my money. I want to see that. I want to see those turtles, but being able to do like crazy shit.
Yeah, like
crazy, like just maneuvers and acrobatics and kicking turtle shell. Like I want to see that so bad. Not just like like fake karate,
right? Like
do it with some stuff that you could do nowadays with the technology that we have, and I'm for it.
Yeah,
because that 10 seconds or whatever it is looks so good. Have you seen it?
I have. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it does. I was burned by the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in previous iterations.
Well, they were Michael Bay.
Agreed, and
they were Michael Bay'd out.
Sure,
and there was some stuff. The second one,
no, I didn't see it.
The second one, they did the Krang and the Technodrome. Like they went nerdy as hell with it, and like I really appreciate the last the final act of that movie. Yeah, like not bad because they went hardcore nerd.
I believe you.
So. For that alone, like I give it props of like, man, y'all went Krang on it. You pulled out Krang, this little brain dude in a armor suit. Like, good on you, man. You went all the way.
Didn't see it.
I'm telling you.
Okay, yeah, I believe you. I trust you.
Don't watch the rest of the movie. Watch that. Watch that last
The third act.
The third act, man.
I'll find it.
Like they're putting together the Technodrome, and Krang is there, man. Full glory.
That I might actually watch. Okay.
Crazy.
Then we have in August 11th the release of Gran Turismo, the movie.
Okay.
Did you ever play Gran Turismo?
I did.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know.
Uninterested. I saw the trailer for it the other day, and I was just kind of like, no, this doesn't.
David Harbour's in it. Orlando Bloom.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be fine, but like it's a sort of adaptation of a video game, which I'm just confused.
Well, but they reference the video game in it.
Yeah.
And it's these kids who are like really good at the video game, and now we're going to give you a chance to actually drive these cars.
Exactly.
And I feel like I heard or saw something where it's like based off of a true story.
Correct. Yeah. This guy was played the video game, was a Gran Turismo whiz.
Right.
And they're like, can you make this into real life? And I guess he does it.
Yeah. Yeah. It seems like a weird choice for both Orlando Bloom and David Harbour.
Agreed.
Because I don't know.
Agreed.
Yeah, just not interested really.
So then there's this film coming out. It's actually I think it's a Norwegian film. It's called The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Mm-hmm. And I'm actually looking forward to this. It is a Dracula kind of telling. I don't know if you've ever read Dracula. It's what's known as an epistolary novel, which means it's told in letters. Mm-hmm. And one of those series of letters is a letter from a captain. And it's like what happens aboard a ship, and Dracula is basically on the ship.
Right.
And he's being transported, I think, to America, if I remember right, from old world Europe to America. And obviously people start to die. Am I going to go see it in the movie theaters? Absolutely not. But I'm interested in it because it's a retelling of that Dracula story that we all know.
Yeah, I want to see a trailer.
Slightly different.
That sounds great.
The Voyage of the Demeter.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Yep. And then we go to the Blue Beetle. Yeah. August 18th. Thoughts?
Pass.
Really?
Yep.
Why? I actually thought this one might be in your wheelhouse a bit.
Well, I mean, it's DC.
Sure.
And it's still part of this series of movies that are connected to the old DC.
Right.
That don't have a place in the new DC.
And that's DC's
unless it
problem.
Works.
Well, but it's also, what is
same thing with you didn't mention Aquaman. Does Aquaman not come out this summer? Is that later on?
I think it's later. Yeah.
It's the same thing with that. I don't, if I already know this character's done ahead of time, I don't know. I'm so confused by it all. Flash, like I said, I don't care. I just want to go see my Batman.
Right.
So Blue Beetle, the trailer that I've seen, okay. I think we're in that phase of introducing new heroes is gonna be hard.
Yep.
Really hard. How is he different from half a dozen other heroes?
Right. Well, Blue Beetle is essentially the Venom of DC, if I remember correctly. Right.
Well, it sounds like he's a cross between Venom, Green Lantern, and Iron Man. Where it's he has a suit.
Right.
And the suit is the thing that's giving him the power.
But the suit is an alien?
Yeah, it's extraterrestrial. It chooses the thing. So it's similar in all of those ways to the symbiote or the ring in Green Lantern.
Right.
Or just Tony's suit that has AI, and so it thinks along with him,
right,
and can create the thing that he needs it to be in real time. I don't know. So it's just I don't know how you separate and make that different and unique. The trailer didn't give me that. I don't know a whole lot about the Blue Beetle.
No, me neither.
So, but I do know where DC is right now, which is in this era of transition. And this is in that tail end where this was all done and shot and made before James Gunn was brought in. So is this a one-off? Maybe it's a great movie and it's a fantastic standalone, but I didn't see Shazam: Fear of the Gods, but I know that Wonder Woman was in it.
Right.
Obviously Aquaman will be in Aquaman.
Sure.
Ben Affleck is in The Flash. Is there going to be some cameo in Blue Beetle? Probably. And is that going to be tied into the old DC? Probably. So it's just like, I'm just so confused by it that it's just where my headspace is like, I don't care. I'm looking forward.
Right.
And I think James Gunn's going to do great things. So I'm just kind of more ready for that to happen.
This just highlights DC's problem of like, what is your narrative and who are your superheroes and who's playing those superheroes? Because again, and we've mentioned this multiple times, how many Batmans are there at this point?
Right.
How many different Supermans and like what's going on?
Like, I think that's honestly like the smartest thing they could do is to try as best they can is to make this just this story.
Right.
Like, don't reference
anything else.
Anybody else.
Yeah.
Don't reference anything. Just make this. It's just a movie in and of itself.
That's what's successful about the early Marvel movies is like they're not referencing anything else. And even like some of the standalone Marvel movies, like, you think of like some of the Thor movies, it's like, oh yeah, that thing is happening over there. Like we reference other people, but it's not a DC or it's not an Avengers movie. It's a singular film.
But like that's just like the problem where we live right now is that we've got those.
Sure.
And now we do have the MCU. And we've had the DCEU, and there's always this expectation of connected stuff.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know how they deal with it, but based off of Shazam's money, like it was just a huge flop, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, you know what wasn't a huge flop?
Yeah, I do. These Jim Beam Kentucky coolers.
Yeah.
They were great.
Surprisingly so.
Who knew?
If only like you and I both know what's in the future for listeners.
Yeah.
If only that was the case for everything else that's about to happen.
Well, what's crazy, like I would, there's no chance I would ever have purchased these. Especially
absolutely.
based off of the Jack Daniels experience.
100%.
No chance. I'd be like, no way.
Yeah.
I will not ever buy these. So the fact that you did purchase them so that we could try them and
they're not bad.
Well, I was going to say like, try them and hoping for like another like gross episode. These were fantastic. Yeah. These were actually really tasty.
Listen, I got to be honest with you. I go into all of those episodes and all the episodes that are on the horizon just hoping that you're going to find something that you like.
This was it.
And this was it. So it's all downhill from here.
Will you be buying more?
That is a great question. And the answer is no.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah. Like I'll never, if there was like some sort of a bizarre instance where it's like I'm out somewhere and I'm looking for a drink and that's somehow the only thing available, I would not be adverse to it.
Right. Exactly.
But would I ever purchase, because like you were saying, can you buy just a 6-pack?
No.
Probably not.
You have to
buy the whole thing. Yep. So like there's no way. I can't imagine the circumstance where I would want
12
a dozen.
Yeah, why do I want 12 of these? Exactly. I would drink one or two.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's rank them real quick.
Yep.
All right. Your bottom out of the 4.
Definitely strawberry.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For
no
sure.
good.
Not
Pass
great.
on that all.
Yeah, that one.
If that is the only thing you got at the party, I'll just have water.
So, hose water.
Not worth it.
Yeah. I mean, I've been sitting in this pool for this entire episode.
It's lukewarm at this point.
Well, I drink this water over that strawberry.
There was that weird wave of warmth that
I'm sorry.
washed over.
Well, it happens from time to time. And
you said not to worry about it. But.
Yeah, well, you said you wanted to be comfortable.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I would say from there, I'm gonna go with citrus.
Yeah, it's a tough call. I'm actually gonna go with. I mean, the top 3 separate themselves.
Oh yeah,
strawberry was clearly at the bottom.
Absolutely.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna say that the Arnold Palmer, the lemonade iced tea.
That's the third one.
Yeah, that fake tea note wasn't bad, but it was just kind of like I'd rather it be like natural
Gotcha.
flavor.
Yeah, so that for me, that puts the Arnold Palmer in my second spot.
Yep. And then I would replace that with the citrus punch.
Which to me, like, again, there might even be interchangeable.
Yep.
I wish like the citrus punch had a little bit more flavor.
Yep.
But I actually do like that grapefruit note.
Yep.
And the Arnold Palmer, I agree with you completely. It's that fake tea note, but also the lemon aspect kind of offsets it a little bit.
Yep.
They're basically tied for second to me.
Yep.
Or third, I guess, at that point.
Yep.
Which means that the black cherry is
Wild.
insane.
Who knew?
I know.
I would never.
Because literally you went into that going like, cherry's not my jam.
Here's the bottom one.
Yeah.
I totally thought that would be like the nasty. Yeah.
Right.
But
and
not at all. That was
it's the one that's
quite
actually
good.
It's pretty delicious. Yeah, I agree. I would sip on that one.
We should have saved a little bit.
Why?
To see if the collaboration of all of them was the clear winner.
Yeah.
We didn't do it. They were too good.
They
were too good. We couldn't help but
don't go
polish
crazy.
off those glasses.
Don't go crazy here.
Anyway.
You got anything else?
No.
Nah, me neither. I'm looking forward.
How many movies do you think you'll go see in theaters?
Honestly, this might be the biggest summer that I've had in like the last 5 years. For sure. Seriously, I'm gonna go 4. Then that's huge for me.
I'm gonna count Little Mermaid.
Okay.
I probably won't see it though until we're on the boat.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's kind of like for summer anyway.
Yeah.
I feel like that might be like my average.
See, that's way above my average. I'm gonna say I can go 4 or 5.
Yeah, maybe 6. I don't know. So yeah, 6. Dang.
It might be spending some money. I probably gotta get a summer job for this.
Yeah. Go work at the movie theater part time. Get those free tickets.
Yeah. Well, I'm just looking forward to like free popcorn, but stale popcorn's my jam, man.
Yep.
Yeah. You sit in your kiddie
Put
pool.
jam on your popcorn?
Occasionally.
Yeah.
Sitting in my kiddie pool.
You take your kiddie pool to the theater? They let you do that? I guess they don't say no to naked man.
They
don't say no to naked man.
Naked. Oh, I guess you're right.
Sure, sir. Just
cover up.
Yeah, just go quick.
Sit in the front row.
You're gonna have to show up 30 minutes early.
Okay.
Set up. Front row.
Kiddie pool.
Front row.
Yeah.
All right. You don't get to sit in the middle of the aisle. Make people step into your pool to get around you.
Listen. I'm a pro at I'm a pro at this. I go at like 11. I'm not going to no 8 o'clock like movie with a bunch of nah.
Oh, you go to the early.
Oh, I'm going to the
not
early.
11 o'clock at night.
No.
Opening night.
Yeah, no. What time's the movie theater open? 9 o'clock a.m. Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'm not. No.
Pool ready to go.
Exactly. Stale popcorn in my jam.
Let's go.
and my black cherry Kentucky
and a pair of trunks to lay on the side.
Exactly. I don't need no towel.
I'll drip dry.
Oh, on that note, we want to know what you think about all of the movies coming out this summer. What did we miss, and what are you most looking forward to?
Yep. And why is it Michael Keaton Batman?
I love it. Like that might be a total of like 5 minutes in the entire movie. You're like, I don't give a shit.
Could care. Yeah, you're totally right. Like it literally could be like 5 minutes. We may have already seen every scene that he's got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also want to know, what do you think about the Jim Beam Kentucky Cooler?
Indeed. Yeah. Like, because man, if you're looking for that refreshing kind of off of the norm beverage, that's it.
That's it.
They're highly recommended.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah,
not bad. I tell anybody, go try one.
Totally.
See what you think.
Yeah, these are tasty.
Well, you can get in touch with us through email at drepandstone@gmail.com. You also can get in touch with us through social media.
It's always one word, Drep and Stone, DREP and Stone. You find us, you like us, comment on a thing, share a thing, like a thing, post a thing, share a thing. Lots of things you could do, and we'd be really appreciative of all of those things.
Tell us what you're watching this summer. Just reach out. Say, hey, here's what I'm watching. Yeah. What do y'all think about it?
Okay.
It's pretty easy.
We'll let you know.
We'd also love it if you help support the podcast. Keep that fan working, because, Kyle, it's the height of summer in Florida.
Man, those July months.
Yeah.
Those July weeks, man. Woo, dog.
Yeah. Swamp ass and a half.
Man, you need it cranking.
Yeah, well, it's on right now, and we're recording at like 10:30.
Boom.
p.m.
Bring it.
And it's on right now.
It's still hot.
It's still warm. You can support the podcast a couple of different ways. First way would be through our Patreon page. It's patreon.com/drepandstone. A lot of cool things going on there. Some travel behind the scenes, a couple pours, a couple episode notes.
Who knows?
Who knows what's going on? Like, we don't even know what's going on.
Right? You don't know?
No, I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows? You can also support Dripping Stone by rating Dripping Stone wherever it is you find great podcasts like this one. Honestly, just go out and give us a couple stars.
Yeah. Thumbs.
Yeah. If you're watching on YouTube, comments.
Yeah. A little like.
Sure.
Little comment.
Why not?
There.
Yeah, it really helps other
thing.
people find the podcast. And finally, in all of your summer travels that are probably happening right now or forthcoming, just tell someone. You're on a plane.
Yeah.
You're on a train. You're in an automobile.
Right.
Just tell that person next to you.
Maybe a tank.
In a tank?
Just in case.
Well, who knows?
You never know where you're going to be.
That's
submarine.
Ooh. Well, we got a lot of submariners listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
With all that said, Kyle.
Yep.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
May your glass overflow.
And your ass never show. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Michael Keaton Batman's.
Does it hold up?
Nope.
Bat shit crazy.
This duck that he's driving around the whole time, where the fuck did he get that? Who made that thing for him? Nobody cares. He just has it. Never against it. I can understand too small of a glass. I don't know how you get up too big of a glass. Like, you best be careful. You put down a 6-pack real quick.
What is he? Oh, yeah, we're in the kiddie pool.
Hey.
Just wait for the bubbles.
It's gonna be mine. You excited again? Look at you.
Little fishy.
Okay, bye.
Progress.
Okay, bye. I don't know. Have you
Riding
been,
a
have you been
horse.
around a CrossFit gym lately? I've seen some 80-year-old dudes do some shit. You don't believe me. I can tell. I can see it in your eyes.
I don't.
Eyes up here. Up here. Up here. Thank you. Okay. Just making sure.
I don't believe it.
That's okay. That's fine.
Uh-oh.
Which means we've got one final drink, but I'm going to pee my pants if I don't go to the bathroom.
You're going to pee up the pool.
Pee up the pool.
You're going to overflow the pool.
Yeah.
I see.
So
I see.
we'd also love it if you support the podcast. You can do so. Do so? You beat me to it. God damn it. I was trying.
You were working it up.